What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to F1 Talk, and we got a big one to discuss today, and that is the FIA's current PR disaster. Um, we decided that we needed to have a little bit of commentary on this issue because it's been getting a whole lot of traction on Twitter and in social media and everything. So let me basically break it down for you. Shortly after the Abu Dhabi race, where Lewis Hamilton was robbed and Verstappen won the championship, they released, the audio from the team to race director communications. And it was largely glossed over by a lot of people. But recently, a Twitter user by the name of @F1_Jordan reviewed it and has been making massive waves. And basically what it shows is Jonathan Wheatley putting the pressure on Michael Massey in order to completely break the rules and unlap the cars between Hamilton and Verstappen and says, "Oh, do this and we'll have a motor race." And for those of you who watched the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, those were the exact words that Massey used when justifying his decision to Toto Wolff.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is pretty massive. And why is this, a PR disaster for the FIA? Well, because hashtag F1XD, meaning fixed, is trending. Hashtag I stand with Lewis Hamilton is trending. Hashtag Massey out is trending. How is this not, a fixed result to last year's race, So, Joe, what are your thoughts on this,
Whew, this is a big one. This is a really big one. Let me just get my microphone close to me. Yeah, man. I still stand that I believe the race is manipulated by the Red Bull. What I mean by manipulated is that we all seen the last race, the last final lap. Basically, what Sherif was talking about is that Red Bull's race director, Jonathan Whitley, right?
Yeah.
He basically ordered. I can just read through all the stuff that he said. So he said, obviously, those lactic cars, you don't need to let them go right now, right away around catch up the back of the pack. That's what Jonathan Whitley says.
Yeah.
And Michael Massey simply just say, understood.
Yeah.
Understood. It's like, okay, I got an order, right?
Yeah.
And then he went back to Toto Wolff, says, oh, we went back to, this is motor racing. It's like, for me, it's kind of like, say, if we are in basketball, like NBA. Imagine NBA. Final game, championship, game 7, championship number 6, or championship numbers, or like game 7, then final.
Yeah.
And then Lakers is up by 10 points. And then the opponent says, oh, the 10-point gap is too big. You need to have us tight.
Yeah.
In the final quarter, final minutes. So the referee just go, understood, I will give you the 10 points back.
Yeah.
It's like, that's basically what I feel like. It's like, how did you ignore all that, rule books, and then just basically says, okay, here we go, there's a 10 point, and then we got motor racing. And so ironically, Michael Massey says this is motor racing. But then he himself is obeying the order.
Right. No, I mean, one of the Twitter users actually posted the rule directly from the FIA. and it's 12.2.1.L or I, and it says, any infringement of the principles of fairness in competition, behavior in an unsportsmanlike manner, or attempt to influence the result of a competition in any way is contrary to sporting ethics. This was done by Horner, by Jonathan Wheatley, and by Michael Massey, right? Like,
Yeah.
how Red Bull isn't going to get penalized by this is beyond me, right? First of all. And two, if you say, okay, well, Toto Wolff was trying to influence things throughout the race.
The safety car, yeah.
Yeah, and, well, not even that race, like throughout the entire season. And Horner was trying to do, okay, fine, net zero. But Massey still violated this rule, And on top of that, the rule is for the safety car, all of the cars must
Not just
unlap themselves.
Not just 3 cars in between
It
Hamilton
was 5
and Max.
cars between them.
Oh yeah, it was 5 cars. Or
Yeah.
there's cars, like a lot of cars. But
Yeah,
then
to only specifically have the cars that were between Verstappen and Hamilton to unlap themselves, that was what made it so sketchy.
Yep.
And right now, like, I'll probably have a bunch of the memes and stuff like appearing on screen. But, even immediately after the race, like, people were calling it, like, a lot of publications were calling it Grand Theft Auto, Hamilton robbed, Lewis in last lap robbery, biggest robbery in F1 history, or robbery at 200 miles an hour. And there was even some speculation that one of the Red Bull engineers had told Verstappen to come in and get new tires because the cars between him and Hamilton would be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, before Jonathan Wheatley made that call to Massey.
So it's not really only about Jonathan Wheatley. It's the whole team of Red Bull. It's like they were trying. They wanted to. I know a lot of Max and Red Bull fans gonna hate us, but the result is there.
Yeah,
the proof is there.
Yeah,
it's like the whole team is trying to manipulate the race.
Oh, 100%. 100%. The problem with the FIA right now is if they keep Massey, they will completely screw the 2022 year. 100%.
Yep. And not only screw, but a lot of people are going to hate him. Not only the fans, the drivers, the teams. And
100%.
Media. They're gonna hit him like very hard.
Well, the problem is it's like a double-edged sword, right? If you keep Massey in his position, then every single decision, every single call he makes will be so heavily scrutinized and watched, it will override the actual competition, right?
Yep.
And as you said, like, if he stays in, a lot of drivers voiced, concern over just how the situation was handled. I remember, like, even immediately, like, during the race, we had comments from Lance Stroll, from Ricardo, who else?
From Alonso, I believe.
Yeah, Alonso, Yeah. So a lot of people really felt like this was wrong, and to lose the trust of the competitors and
Carlos
the fans.
Sainz.
Yeah,
and
Carlos Sainz.
Carlos Sainz, he says on the podium, like, he says the way he lost the race is unbelievable. He can't believe it's like that sort of things on the podium.
And that's the thing, right? Like, if they keep him, also look at what it's doing to the new season. That's also a big issue. We have new regulations, new cars. Aston Martin just debuted their car, and the biggest news wasn't oh, here's their new car. It
No,
was
it's
Lance
Michael Massey.
Stroll's. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Lance Stroll's, basically like not saying Massey was a problem, but also saying Massey was a problem.
Massey it's yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And
Dude, this is just nasty and disgusting. I feel like the more I look at it,
yeah.
the more I listen to the audio on the race, I just get more angry. It's like, how did
Yeah.
you? This is not a race anymore. This is you, Michael Massey, trying to win a championship.
Yeah. And dude, I'll post.
And you are not even the driver.
Yeah.
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah,
man.
yeah. No, dude, there was a great meme from this guy at FR4ZER24, right? Breaking. Michael Massey announced his new Red Bull strategist, and it's a photo picture of Massey in Red Bull gear.
I saw that. Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
put that on the screen.
I'll put that up on the screen. It's freaking brilliant. And that's the issue, right? Like, how does this guy keep his job? Like, it's such a crazy concept to me that this guy could still be around next year. Like, they have to fire him simply just to get the F1 back to being F1. He's created that much of a disturbance, you know? And the thing that I also want to call out is the freaking sporting media who saw this audio and didn't call it out from freaking day one. They kept on posting articles about it being an accident, an overwhelmed Massey. BS, dude. They gaslighted everybody,
It's like the incident where Hamilton overtook Verstappen on the Sao Paulo's Grand Prix.
Yeah.
But then they wrong why, right?
Yeah.
And then they didn't show anything. It's like that. It's the same shit.
Yeah, no, 100%. And it's just
So obviously, FIA is trying to hide something. Like they're trying to hide they're trying to hide something that will destroy their reputation and then keep the fans.
Well, no, here's the thing. They released the audio within like the first week or two after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, right? But the journalists who have been covering this stuff, completely swept it under the rug, did not acknowledge it for the significance that it is, and have been, just kind of talking constantly about, Massey was kind of like a bumbling, overwhelmed idiot. BS, dude. He was the championship swindler. He was, the Red Bull plant in the steward's office,
Yeah. Yep.
For
me, when I heard something says understood, it's not understand, it's understood.
Yeah.
That says everything, man. That says I heard what you say, boss. I will do it.
Yeah. He should have been how can he give so much attitude to Toto Wolff? Said, "Oh, Toto, we went motor racing. It's called motor racing." Fuck you, Massey.
This is so wrong. So wrong.
He has words for Toto Wolff, but he doesn't have words for John Wheatley and Christian Horner. Come on.
And after that, Christian Horner actually says he doesn't feel anything wrong with Michael Massey.
Yeah. Of course.
It's like
of course,
because you guys are working with each other.
yeah, exactly. Dude, one of my other favorite memes that came up from all of this stuff was I can't remember who posted it, but it's Verstappen coming out of the water, on the off season.
And then with
and he has the tattoo of Michael Massey on his back, and it's just exactly,
that was perfect.
dude.
That is perfect.
Like, you had no hope in the last 4 races of the fucking season to win the championship. Lewis Hamilton outclassed him every single race. Even Sergio Perez couldn't hold him up in Abu Dhabi. And yet, somehow, you overtake him on fresh tires when he's on worn hard tires? Like, come on.
I would say with safety car in the last 4 laps,
Yeah.
and so coincidence that Michael Masi just happened to let the 5 cars in between them go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a coincidence? I don't believe. I
Yeah.
don't believe so.
Exactly.
I think, yeah, that's a rub. And I would say again, for me, my real championship of 2022 is Lewis Hamilton, because
Yeah, of
he has
course.
been control since Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Sao Paulo, from,
Yeah.
let's mention again, from the last place to first. That's unheard of in
Yeah.
Formula One history.
Yeah.
It's like no one else can do that, you
Yeah.
know. And Qatar Grand Prix is, you know, in control,
Yeah.
and Saudi Arabia still in control, and Abu Dhabi, yeah, in control in the last, like what, in control up to like 53 laps, 55 laps.
Yeah. You own the race, you know.
And then all of a sudden, the radio comes out, and then everything changes. Is that a
Yeah.
coincidence? I don't think so.
Yeah. No, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, the FIA has a major PR disaster on their hands, you know. They have to get rid of Massey. They have to. They have to get rid of Massey. They may need to lobby some sort of penalty against Red Bull for doing what they did. And they may need to consider revoking the championship of Verstappen, right? I know some of the Verstappen fans will be pissed at that. But to say, oh, you know, Verstappen did nothing wrong, you know, why would he have, you know, deserve to have the championship taken away from him? But on the flip side, what did Hamilton do wrong? He ran an amazing race, and it was robbed from him, you know?
I'm pretty sure down the comment down below, people are going to say, oh, so what about Abu Dhabi's first the quarter that Hamilton wrong? Why? And then just...
Dude, what about Silverstone?
Exactly. What about Sao Paulo? Exactly.
What about Sao Paulo?
Yeah, know? Exactly.
Like, so stupid.
So stupid. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I wanted to say. It's just they didn't treat equally.
No. God, no. And, like, again, to anybody who said that Verstappen, like, you know, oh, poor him, he experienced like a 52G crash at Silverstone. He had 3 cars, and nobody overtook in the corner that he tried overtaking in. And so, like, he turned into Hamilton. There's actually, like, a great analysis done on F1's channel where they actually showed a number of situations where...
Yeah, I saw the same thing,
will, like, consistently overshoot a corner, understeer in order to run wide.
Yep.
Fine. That's aggressive racing. I get that. You're trying to protect your line, take an opportunity where you can get it, right? But don't say that Hamilton can't do the same thing. You know what I mean? If one person is allowed to do it, the other is allowed to do it.
The other person should be allowed to do it.
100%. 100%. Yep. So, like, to me, at the end of the day, dude, like, if the FIA doesn't fire Massey at the end of all of this, doesn't come down with an incredibly fair decision on Monday, which is, as of this recording, only 3 days away, you know, then really they're going to see a significant, I predict, they will see a significant drop in their viewership for this next year, you know.
But they will see a significant increase of viewership in Netflix Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
Because drama.
Yeah, seriously. Like, and I can't remember, this guy. At USMAN A23 on Twitter said, every single year since 2022 or 2002, the car launches and winter testing used to excite him. But after the Abu Dhabi, everything seems so meaningless, right?
Yeah.
I think that perfectly captures the sentiment of a number of F1 fans, you know? Doesn't matter if you root for McLaren, for Red Bull, for Mercedes, for different drivers. Like, I've always been a lifelong Alonso fan, you know? Like, I consider him one of the GOATs of my younger years, and now Hamilton is the GOAT of my older years. But for a lot of us, I feel we will lose absolute trust in the FIA's ability to put on a sporting competition.
They just want to have a show.
But that's the problem.
For marketing. That's not race. That's not competition.
You.
That's just acting.
No, look at wrestling, right? Wrestling
WWE.
is WWE is the perfect example, right? There is a script. There are predefined winners and losers, you know, and it is basically theater, athletic theater, without question. Those guys need to be in absolute amazing shape, but that's theater, right? This is not theater. These people, these corporations are not spending hundreds of millions of dollars every single year for theater. You know? So for them to run this race like theater is unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Totally unacceptable.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna see this again next season, you guys are gonna hear us curse a lot and shit on Michael Massey and FIA a lot,
dude.
And
it may be the end of F1 talk. We'll focus
we'll see.
On MotoGP
because it's just meaningless to watch F1 that is ruled by someone that wants to win the championship, which is race director himself.
And
the Michael Massey.
Dude, and on top of that, they're not doing their end racism thing this year. You know, like their whole campaign, which is really funny because you just screwed the only black guy in the sport. Like
they are not allow you to one knee down anymore for next season. So which is I think this is just BS because this is not something that you do that you will make people feel mad. It's something that you do to do respect, but they just take that respect part away.
100%. I don't know, man. Like the FIA has got a really, for lack of a better way of putting it, get their shit together, or you know, like we're gonna cancel our subscription to F1 TV. You know, what's the point of watching an entire season that's a farce? You know, and really is just play acting. You know what I mean? Like, are you making a scripted Netflix show, or are you actually like a sporting competition? You know, like, come on, it's ridiculous.
We're gonna get an answer on Monday to see what's the result, but I doubt it because if I usually don't do anything, they just want to keep the same. They usually don't do anything. That's for sure. That's what from what I remember.
You know, you're right historically, but they really had better. You know, if they don't, man, that is going to
no one's gonna watch Formula One.
Sport.
No one is gonna watch Formula One, and if they don't, I'm pretty sure Max is gonna win a several championship under that umbrella, and his championship is gonna be overshadowed.
Oh, it is. It already is.
No one is gonna talk about him being the talent, the new rising star or anything. Everyone is gonna talk about, oh, the FIA screw the race again. The FIA is doing this and doing that. No one is gonna talk about Verstappen and Red Bull.
Dude, I can't remember which publication wrote it, but the author, his name is Kevin Garside. He wrote an article. Oh, it was inews.co.uk, right? They wrote an article that said, based on the audio and all of this stuff that's just come out, that Verstappen is actually the biggest loser from the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Because what should have been his inaugural championship, him being the youngest, champion in F1 history, has been completely overshadowed by controversy.
Yeah, no one is talking about him.
No, not a single person is talking about the accomplishment that he has done. How amazing it is.
All the media is talking about the situation of the FIA and
exactly. And honestly, if I was in Verstappen's shoes, yes, I understand, competition is an important thing, but I would have even come out and made a statement that says, you know what, if there's so much controversy around this, I will give up my championship because I don't want it under these conditions, right? Because his legacy there will always be a footnote in the history of Formula One that he got his championship under questionable means. And I would not want that.
Under Michael Massey. That's...
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
It's Michael Massey just give him the championship.
Yeah.
There you go. You are our new cover person of Formula One. We need you to have that championship. We need you to hold that crown. There you go.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a crown covered in crap. Literally, Michael Massey's crap. And everyone is talking about how much the crown stinks. If I'm talking about the crown.
If I'm in Verstappen's shoes, what I would do is I will share the championship with Hamilton.
I don't even know if he can, but dude, why?
Just at least say something to Hamilton, just to congrat him, and then doing all that stuff, not just being so how to say crown, like a joker or something.
Yeah. No, 100%. It's. To me, the whole thing is such a PR
It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. That's all I can say. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I feel sick after I listen to all this radio. I feel really mentally sick, mental sickness.
You're not the only one. Twitter users all over the place, Team Lewis Hamilton, people have been reiterating the same thing, and saying that, dude, this was not right. This was a coordinated effort to, steal the championship from the guy, So,
think about it. 10 seconds, 14 seconds ahead is a massive lead.
Oh, massive. In F1?
Massive lead. And then Red Bull has no way to catch up with Hamilton. No way.
Remember we said it. Even Horner said you will need a miracle.
You need a miracle. And here it goes. Michael Massey is your miracle.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I don't want this video to go too long. I think you guys understand. You can see our animation and how intensely we're reacting to this. I mean, it's not new news, but at the same time, it has stirred up a total shitstorm. And, I think it really, the FIA should be compelled to act. They should be compelled to do something about this. Oust Massey, potentially, penalize
Red Bull for the start of next season.
And even, what I think would be the smartest thing is to call last year's champion like null and void. Nobody gets it, and just say this was a bad situation. Nobody wins, because really,
this is not even a mistake. Like, not even a small mistake. This is a huge manipulation of the whole season mistake that 100%. Michael Massey is doing.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%.
If it's just a small mistake, or maybe the safety car doesn't come off for like few seconds or anything else, and then the championship finished, Max get the championship, then it's okay. But it's not like this. It's a whole event, season long, like, manipulation.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I pray, really, that the FIA realizes what a major catastrophe this is for the FIA brand, for the trust between the fans, the teams, and the drivers, and them as an organization, and they take appropriate action. If they
need to take appropriate action.
Yeah, if they don't see it as a big of an issue as this genuinely is, then really, I think you will see us do a video very soon saying, well, I guess we're boycotting F1 this season.
F1 talk is done for us.
Yeah.
If that thing happened, yeah.
Yeah, really. And I mean, in a season with new rules, new regulations, new cars, for the number one conversation to still be the race from last season, that's Hamilton. Not right.
And Hamilton is still one of the favorite drivers out of all Twitter right now.
And it's so funny, man. Like, I talked with some Verstappen fans last time I was in LA, and even they said they weren't happy with how the race ended.
Yeah. So, it's not fair. It's just not a fair fight. It's like you got Red Bull got FIAs helping them in their back. Yeah.
100%. We're definitely gonna do a reaction to the news come Monday. When the FIA releases their official statement, and either you're going to see us very happy or very angry. One of the two.
It's like 2020 last season, last race all over again. But but on this time it's on paper, not on the racetrack.
Exactly. So, guys, if you guys have been following us and enjoying F1 Talk, leave a comment below, subscribe, all that stupid YouTube BS. Let us know what your thoughts are on the current FIA fiasco, or people are just calling it the fiasco.
Michael Verstappen.
Yeah, seriously. And I hope you enjoyed the memes.
Max Massey.
I'm definitely putting up the memes, throughout this that I pulled up on Twitter. So, anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Sherif. That's Joe.
I'm Joe.
And
see you guys. See you guys on Monday.
Yeah, we'll see you Monday for sure.
Yep.
All right.
Championship. There are 5 back markers between you and P2.
And Lewis Hamilton is heading to an 8th championship of the world here, unless Max Verstappen can do something barely credible, and he's just not going to be able to.
He's just no chance. Obviously, those lap cars, you don't need to let them go right the way around and catch up with the back of the pack.
Understood.
You need to let them
Understood.
go.
Just give us a second.
And then we go on motor racing like that.
Understood. So we believe they may restart the race like this.
I think all the cars ahead of you are going to pass Hamilton. Everybody behind you will stay in position.
That car's mate will